Hi, everybody. Golden Dayan. My name is Sunna, and I was born and raised in the Icelandic settlement in Northeast North Dakota, and I'm the president of Icelandic Roots, and I welcome you here today. Before we begin, though, the Icelandic Roots team wants our friends and family in Iceland who are dealing with this impending volcanic eruption, especially those in the Grindavik area, to know that our thoughts are with you. We hope that all the people and animals will be safe during these days of uncertainty. And if the volcano erupts, know that we are here thinking of you and sending our love and wish that we could do something to help out in some way. But now we need to get on with our webinar. This is the celebration of our 10-year anniversary. So we have this special webinar for you where our team members will describe some of their responsibilities, show you some cool things in this half-hour presentation. If you have any comments or questions, you can add them to the Q&A chat function anytime during this meeting. Happy anniversary to us and to all of you that are helping keep Icelandic Roots strong. This webinar will feature the Icelandic Roots volunteers, just some of them. They will present ways we are preserving the past and connecting the future. This is our story as of today, our 10th anniversary. George Bernard Shaw famously said, "Progress is impossible without change." And how Icelandic Roots has changed and grown and progressed so much in these 10 years. With each new volunteer, they bring new vision and individual strengths to Icelandic Roots. Because of their dedication and talent, we now offer so many opportunities for you. There's 7 board members, 8 team leaders, and they have a lot of boxes under their names, as you can see. With 64 main volunteers, a lot is getting accomplished, and the progress has been phenomenal. And we're also having a lot of fun. Almost 2 years before Icelandic Roots was an official nonprofit, I had created this website to share articles and information. And then in 2013, Halfdan's genealogy database of about 500,000 people became the Icelandic Roots database. And now there are almost 800,000 people in the database, plus so many other specialty features. So are you Icelandic? And if so, yes, we have a support group for that.
Good morning. My name is Becky Byerly Adams, and I'm from Camino Island, Washington. I'm the Member Outreach Director. The 18 people on this team work hard to build a community for Icelanders, Western Icelanders, and people who love Iceland. And our goal is to help connect members to each other, discover more about our shared heritage, and have fun. In hopes of growing our community, we have a new Samkoma membership option. Samkoma means to come together, and this membership level allows Icelanders and non-Icelanders to participate in all the community events and programming except for the database access. These member-only benefits include Samtal Hour, book club, educational classes, seminars, the weekly newsletter, social media, and more. Another part of the member outreach team is the Icelandic Roots Writers Group, led by Sharon Arski. This group of talented people has published authors, poets, and even a playwright. All of us love telling stories. One of our main focuses is to write articles for the newsletters, but we also spend time honing our craft with creative exercises that we share each month. Do you have a book in your belly? 1 in 10 of us will write a book. Icelandic Roots has writing courses too. Icelandic Roots can now list publishing as another new team. Last year, we published Gudröður's Saga, and this year, Mundi, the Boy from the West Fjords, both written by Bryndís Viglandsdóttir and illustrated by Gay Strandemo. Suna wrote a book to accompany a photo exhibition displayed at the Rourke Museum and the Deuce of August this past summer, The Icelandic Immigration Journey. Soon, we will publish a book that is a compilation of our 100 favorite articles over the past 10 years. 10 years is a great achievement. To help celebrate, we have been offering many public and member-only events. Watch for the upcoming information about another new book from the writing team. Our 2023 Yola Boca Plug book guide will be out soon too. New members are always welcome. If you are an Icelandic Roots member, thank you. If you are passionate about the written word, our writing group may be for you. We know at Icelandic Roots that the best is yet to come.
Hi, I am Judy Dixon from the west coast of British Columbia, Canada, and I truly enjoy hosting Samtal Hour. Samtal Hour is a conversation hour that is held on alternate Mondays via Zoom and open to Icelandic Roots and Samcoma members. Over the past 3 years, we've had participants from Canada, the USA, and Iceland. We have time to discuss a variety of topics throughout the year, including Vinaterta, holidays, famous Icelanders, and many more. Most often, we feature a guest speaker who shares a topic related to Iceland or Icelanders. These experts on various subjects speak for about 10 minutes, and then the members have the rest of the hour to samtal, or talk together. Patty Johnson from Lundar, Manitoba, is my valuable technical assistant. In Samtal Hour, we have a very enthusiastic audience, and we learned so much about various persons' experiences and their connections to Iceland.
Hello, I'm Heather Litwin from Winnipeg, and I'm very grateful to be the leader of the Icelandic Roots Book Club. This project is another example of how versatile the Icelandic Roots is and how it's always evolving. Our standard format is similar to a book launch, with the author doing a brief reading followed by a Q&A session. Speaking with the author is a selling point for members, and I'm always so pleased to hear their insights and connections. We launched our book club in June 2022 with the author Eliza Reid, First Lady of Iceland. We have had many interesting authors from Iceland, the United States, and Canada. You will see the list on the website. Now that we have the option of welcoming both Icelanders and non-Icelanders to take out a Samcoma membership, we look forward to expanding our readership. None of this would be possible without the support of Patty Johnson, who runs the technology for both Samtal and Book Club, as well as posting our upcoming events calendar. She's a vital part of our team, as are the behind-the-scenes supporters, Bob, Becky, and Beth.
Every week, Icelandic Roots sends out a newsletter. The editorial team is composed of Becky Byerly-Adams as our team leader, myself, Rob Olesen, as the editor-in-chief, and Sean Jonassen, who shares editing and writing duties. We've recently been joined by Nancy Alsmanson, who helps build the blog posts and is a contributing writer. We also publish wonderful articles from the Icelandic Roots Writing Group, Icelandic Roots Genealogists, and many others who have a passion for exploring Icelandic history and culture. Our public newsletter, called Roots News, comes out every other Sunday. This year, we focused on immigration stories in addition to the many great articles on a wide variety of Icelandic topics. In 2024, our special focus will be on the settlement period of Iceland. Our members-only newsletter, called Samcoma Member News, comes out alternate Sundays and includes Zoom links for member-only online events, special private videos, and other member-only benefits and opportunities. The outreach team also offers exclusive member-only classes taught by a wide variety of talented Icelandic Roots volunteers. Some of our past educational offerings are writing your memoir, searching Iceland's parish and census records, unlocking your family immigration story, and creating custom maps for your trip to Iceland. You can email us at outreach@icelandicroots.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hi, my name is Jason Doctor. I live in California and am the team leader for public outreach. We bring a number of cultural events that relate to Iceland and the Icelandic diaspora. Our team provides a variety of outreach through all the social media channels, and we produce high-quality webinars for both the public and members. We focus on both topical and historical events to enrich the cultural understanding of those who attend our webinars. This year, we'll hold a variety of webinars on different topics such as the sagas of the Vopnafjörður region, Icelanders in Minnesota, Odin's quest in the Prose Edda, and the Poems of Undina, which discusses very heartfelt and personal poetry written by a woman who went west from Iceland in the late 19th century. Our objective is to highlight places in Iceland and in North America that are culturally important to the broad Icelandic and Western Icelandic communities. My teammates are led by Jack Plumley. Jack couldn't be here today, but he leads our social media team, which includes the podcast where we have conversations with various interesting people. His teammates are also past Snorris, Owen from Manitoba and Cass from North Dakota. The social media team provides frequent opportunities to enjoy your Icelandic heritage and culture. Up to 40,000 people interact on various platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and the private members-only Facebook page. You have many options to choose from. Our YouTube channel now has over 100 videos that also include members-only playlists. You can find all the icons at the bottom of our homepage at our website. So come and interact with us, gain access to the great articles and photos, and of course, be entertained. Great conversations are happening, especially in our new podcast.
Icelandic Roots and the Snorri programs are all about making connections, exploring and preserving our shared Icelandic heritage. It's a match made in Valhalla. The Snorri programs offer 3 primary programs depending upon your age and where you come from. All are designed to connect North Americans and Icelanders with their relatives, heritage, and cultural identity. We Snorris, past, present, and future, are very grateful for the many ways Icelandic Roots supports and enhances all our programs. It has become one of our major boosters. My name is Jody Armand-Jones, and I'm coming from you today in Minnesota. And I'm very sad to say that when I participated in the Snorri Plus program way back in 2012, there was no such thing as Icelandic Roots. Now, as a Snorri West director and Snorri Foundation board member, I see firsthand what a tremendous impact Icelandic Roots has had. Let's face it, Iceland is not a cheap place to visit. Educational grants help fund Icelandic lessons and other lectures, museum entrance fees, and much more. In 2023, some 50 people were granted access to the database, along with formal training and support. Beyond funding, Icelandic Roots has provided in-kind items such as food, lodging, projects, publicity, and even goodies, such as the ever-popular drawstring bags that you see in the lower left-hand corner of our picture here. It's also exciting to see the number of Snorri alumni who volunteer with Icelandic Roots, demonstrating that this relationship between our organizations is mutually beneficial. The Snorri program will celebrate its 25th anniversary in 2024, and we are looking forward to celebrating future milestones with the Icelandic Roots family. Skål to all of us.
Hello, I'm David Johnson, a native of the Pacific Northwest and now living in Indianapolis, Indiana. For over 7 years, we've had a dedicated team working on building out the immigration story. After all, the immigrants are the pivot point in our database, around which the bonds between Iceland and North America are being forged. Using resources like Vesturfaraskrá, parish records, passenger lists, and obituaries, we now have proof of about 2,000 more immigrants from Iceland than previously thought. All of this has been entered into the database, including images of ports, passenger lists, and the ships that the immigrants actually traveled on. You need to see it to truly appreciate the depth of this work. When you look at just a few of the database's search possibilities on the blue screenshot here on the slide, you'll see there are far too many different elements to talk about here. but you can view a wonderful presentation by Dave Jonasson about all this immigration information. Do check out the recording on the Icelandic Roots YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Kathy Josephson, Minnesota native, now living in Vopnafjörður. I lead the Iceland genealogy team and the member services team, but also assist in other areas. Russ, Sunna, and I lead the genealogy teams. Our genealogists work with cousins forms, new members, research, education, and database updates. The Iceland team members are experts in finding lost family members, locating places in Iceland, translating, updating cemetery information, handling public relations in Iceland, and much more. Every month, our 48 volunteer genealogists in Iceland, Canada, and USA are adding about 2,500 new, well-documented people to the database and editing about 10,000 individual records, creating new and improving existing fan charts. These clever people help make family stories visible. Only a few can be with us here today, but I am especially honored to introduce one of our best, Russ, the pest from the West.
Thank you, Kathy, or more affectionately known as the Beast from the East. We have fun with this. Hi, I'm Russ Magnuson, born and raised in Winnipeg, and I now live in Sherwood Park, Alberta, and joined IR in 2019. I lead both the translations team and the database media team. The translations team is guided by Larry Thordarson and has 4 main volunteers. He and his bilingual teammates do all the heavy lifting, always willing to work on translation projects. We are progressing with our adventure known as the Matswibaland project. Icelandic Roots and Mats entered into a formal agreement where we can attach all his farm and location photos to the people and places in our database. Downloading his thousands of images was quite a simple task, but uploading to the IR shared drive, on the other hand, started out to be very onerous and tedious, but they are all now safely tucked away in a folder on the IR shared drive. Now we must link the appropriate photos to those ancestors who lived on these family farms, etc. Those of you familiar with Mats will know he is an extremely talented and well-known photographer in Iceland. The database media team consists of 12 dedicated volunteers who work daily on improving and uploading your treasured family photos, documents, certificates, newspaper clippings, and printed stories, etc. Here are a couple of examples of our work, enhanced with our specialized technology after in-depth training. Please send your media to us at support@icelandicroots.com. We are more than happy to work with your images for you. Most of the media team members started with Icelandic Roots as genealogists. Genealogists who also have an interest in working with media of all types. If you are interested in joining our database media team, please contact us. We can work out a training schedule that works for you.
Hi, my name is Beth Benson. I live in Oregon and I volunteer as a genealogist and media specialist. I work mostly from the emails sent by members to improve their family pages. These members send in information such as photos, newspaper articles, and many types of documents. I'm especially fond of obituaries. Then the genealogists upload all this information into the database, and we validate the information to ensure that the database is accurate. Adding this media is a daily activity, and it's especially rewarding to Photoshop and improve family pictures and then be able to identify all the people. As we know, sometimes old photos aren't labeled. We probably all have a box of them. We have an unknown photos project now led by Emily Olgarsson. These photos and documents add so much to tell our family stories and preserve those stories for our future generations. The Icelandic Roots genealogist can help find many lost details. Historical maps, letters, and documents provide us with such fascinating details. We are here to help you make your family pages special, so please send us information about your families.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm from Manitoba. Behind the scenes at Icelandic Roots, there's always lots going on. Much of it is not very glamorous, things like data validation, updating policies and procedures, preparing handbooks, and creating tutorials. But all are things necessary to support the work of the various teams working within the database. We have a genealogy standards committee led by Sheila. The committee meets regularly to review current procedures and to introduce new ones as needed to ensure that our database contains accurate, well-documented information presented in a consistent and understandable format. And speaking of behind the scenes, another backstage team comprises our first-class information technology specialists. The IT team is always updating and improving our technology, and the database has many special and unique functions that Dave and Butch have created. As always, they work behind the scenes to provide a secure and multifunctional database, maintain our other IT systems, websites, and emails, and support members and volunteers' computer tasks. We are so impressed with their knowledge and their initiatives.
Hello, my name is Doug Hansen, and I'm originally from Washington State, but now live in Virginia. I lead the Icelandic Roots Places team, which researches geographic information and adds it to the Icelandic Roots database. Most other genealogy sites have very little geographic information, especially about Iceland, and our members tell us that our Places features make the Icelandic Roots database much more useful and unique. We also publish special maps of Iceland to help people understand historical places and place names within Iceland. What do you think? Would you like to see the places where your ancestors lived? If you're traveling to Iceland or are interested in where your family lived, be sure to check out our interactive maps, which will let you find the exact locations of most family farms in Iceland and relevant cities and towns all around the world. My other key role at Icelandic Roots is treasurer, in which I manage our finances and grants. A key element of our mission is paying it forward by awarding education and heritage grants to deserving individuals and organizations in the United States, Canada, and Iceland. As an all-volunteer, nonprofit public charity, we give away our revenue to mission-related causes after necessary and expenses and reserves are met. As you can see from this graph, over the past 10 years, we have awarded grants totaling more than $160,000 US. Your memberships and donations have enabled this level of philanthropy. As contributions grow, so does the amount that we can give to deserving organizations and students. Some recent recipients include the East Iceland and Hofsós Immigration Centers, the Manassas Viking Festival, the New Iceland Heritage Museum, and many, many others. Our largest grant program to date has been working with the Snorri Foundation in Iceland to support Snorri cultural exchange programs in both Iceland and North America.
The Icelandic Roots Fitness Challenge is our only fundraiser of the year. This helps us to be able to pay it forward. You do not need to be an athlete to participate. This event is open to the public. You do not need to be Icelandic or a member of Icelandic Roots. Our motto is fitness, family, fun, community. It runs for 8 weeks, starting near June 17th, Iceland's National Day, and ending around the weekend of Íslendingadagurinn and the Deuce of August. This year, we explore places our immigrating ancestors settled once they arrived in the New World. Other years, we have traveled virtually around different parts of Iceland. As you travel the route, virtual postcards are emailed to you with a photograph and information about interesting people, places, or events that occurred. I hope you will join us next year.
Our member services team, Lauren, Kara, and I, will welcome you into the Icelandic Roots fold and assist with any membership questions. The benefits of membership are many. All access membership includes the genealogy database and community offerings, and it is available for 3-month or 12-month terms. We also offer a lifetime membership. Our new Semcoma yearly membership includes our community offerings, newsletters, and many other opportunities you have heard about today. We are certain that you will be amazed when you explore the database, as well as all we offer as part of your membership. Thanks to all our current members, your support of our Pay It Forward mission is truly appreciated.
Icelandic Roots works with others to create or support their various projects, programs, and events. Both the immigration centers at Hofsós and Vopnafjörður collaborate, and they receive yearly grants for programming, displays, and education. We also collaborate with many other organizations, local museums, Scandinavian festivals, churches and cemetery restorations, the 3 Icelandic National Leagues, and the many Icelandic clubs across North America. By working together, we can keep our community strong and continue to educate others about our unique Icelandic heritage.
In September this year, 18 Icelandic Roots volunteers and a few family members from North America traveled to Iceland to celebrate and give back in honor of our 10th anniversary as a nonprofit. It was a huge success. As we traveled around the country, we met with our Iceland team members, gave back to 4 immigration ports with donated signage and landscaping, and continued keeping our ties strong with the country and the people of Iceland. Our travels were featured in Icelandic national newspapers and national television stories. Plans are underway for a similar volunteer trip again in 2025.
What a pleasure to visit Seyðisfjörður, Vopnafjörður, Sauðárkrókur, and Borðeyri. We were warmly welcomed, and it was an honor to present these emigration ports with commemorative plaques. We also presented young trees symbolizing our common Icelandic roots and donated to each community. Our volunteers sang, our hosts sang back, and we all sang together. We all met new cousins, took new family photos, and had a wonderful time together. We are going to do this again.
I'm sure you've all heard at some point that all Icelanders are related to each other. This is true. Look to the left blue column of your My page, My Cousins, My Training and Resources. The database is huge with so many wonderful features. This slide just shows one of my favorites, the relationship calculator. With the Icelandic Roots relationship calculator, you can find exactly how you are related to your cousins, ancestors back to Viking times, famous Icelanders, and more. You can see in the second screenshot that Kathy and I are 8th cousins once removed with 9 common ancestors. Please come and join us if you want a great place to volunteer your time and talents.
All the work we do at Icelandic Roots includes collaboration with others and sharing knowledge. It's education. As a teacher, it's great to see the fabulous educational work carried out every day, not only for our members, but for the public as well. Even in our team meetings, we are working together and always learning more.
Whether we were born in Iceland or around the world, descended from those who stayed or those who left, our ancestors are the same people. Our roots remain as one. So we are family. The history of Iceland's emigration and all the lives it touched needs to be kept alive for future generations. Icelandic Roots brings us all together and is there for all of us and for our children.
We want to express our sincere appreciation to all the dedicated volunteers of Icelandic Roots. The hard work they put into expanding our organization and database is truly admirable. Additionally, we extend our gratitude to our members and supporters for their invaluable contributions. Thank you for your continued support. We invite all of you to join us.
We could tell you so much more. This has been just a tiny taste of what the Icelandic Roots teams are working on and offer to you. We had wonderful adventures together in person this year, first in Banff, Canada, and then on our tour around Iceland. The bus driver was sure that we had traveled together for years because we seemed like we'd been friends for decades. And we are friends and family. You can join the Icelandic Roots family and see for yourself. Working together and supporting each other in our common mission will make us all stronger and bring us all success. Please come and join us. Help make our cousins' connections even stronger and remembered for the next generations to come. And thanks again to the volunteers and the supporting members. And to all of you, thank you for being here, part of our journey. Ram er sutoig. Strong is the bond.